Hello, everyone. My name is Emily, and welcome to English Club. I am so happy you are here with us today. We have another helpful topic to discuss. But first, let me say hello to my fantastic co-host, Paul. Hi, Paul. How are you doing today?
Hi, Emily. I am doing excellent. Thank you so much. How are you? You seem very cheerful today.
Thank you, Paul. Yes, I am feeling great. I had a nice morning. I had breakfast with my family. We had toast and scrambled eggs. How was your morning?
That sounds lovely. My morning was good. I did some reading and drank tea. Very relaxing. Do you have breakfast with your family often, Emily?
Yes, I try to. On weekends especially. Family time is important. What kind of tea do you like, Paul?
I like green tea and chamomile tea. They are both calming and healthy. So, Emily, what did you do last night?
Last night, I talked on the phone with my sister. We chatted for about an hour. It was nice to catch up. What about you, Paul? What did you do?
I watched a documentary about nature. It was about forests and wildlife. Very interesting and educational.
That sounds wonderful. I love nature documentaries. They teach us so much. So, Paul, do you have any plans for this afternoon?
Yes, this afternoon I am planning to go to the library. I want to borrow some books. What about you, Emily? Any plans?
I am planning to do some laundry and clean my apartment. Just regular household tasks.
Those things are important. A clean home feels good.
It does. So, are you ready to start our lesson today?
Yes, I am very ready. I am excited to learn. What are we talking about today?
Well, before we start today's topic, please like and subscribe to our channel for more English learning videos. It really helps us continue making these lessons.
Yes, please. Your support means everything to us. Every subscription makes a big difference.
Thank you so much. So today, we are going to learn simple phrases to say, I am not sure. These are easy ways to express uncertainty or doubt.
Oh, that is a very useful topic. Sometimes we do not know the answer and we need to express that.
Yes, exactly. It is okay to not be sure about something. There are many polite ways to say this.
I am ready to learn. Where should we start?
Let us start with the most basic phrase, I am not sure. This is the simplest way to express uncertainty.
I am not sure. Yes, that is very clear and honest. When do we use this, Emily?
We use I am not sure when we do not have confidence about something, when we have doubt. Can you make a sentence with this?
Sure. I am not sure what time the meeting starts. I need to check.
Perfect example. You are uncertain about the meeting time.
Yes, what else can we say instead of I am not sure?
Another simple phrase is I am not certain. This has the same meaning as I am not sure.
I am not certain. So certain and sure mean the same thing here too?
Exactly. Both express uncertainty. Can you use I am not certain in a sentence?
Of course. I am not certain if she likes coffee or tea. I should ask her.
Excellent. You are unsure about her preference.
Yes. Are there other phrases we can use?
Yes, we can say I do not know. This is very common and direct.
I do not know. This is probably the most common phrase, right?
Yes, it is very natural and honest. We use it all the time. Can you make a sentence?
Sure. I do not know where my keys are. I cannot find them.
Perfect. You do not have the information.
Yes. What is a more polite way to say I do not know?
A more polite version is, I am afraid I do not know. Adding I am afraid makes it softer and more polite.
I am afraid I do not know. This sounds more professional.
Yes, it is good for formal situations or when talking to people you do not know well. Can you give me an example?
Of course. I am afraid I do not know the answer to that question. You should ask the manager.
Excellent. That sounds very polite and professional.
Yes. What other phrases can we learn?
We can say, I have no idea. This is informal and means you really do not know.
I have no idea. Is this casual?
Yes, it is very casual. You use it with friends and family. Can you use it in a sentence?
Sure. I have no idea what to cook for dinner tonight. I need some inspiration.
Good example. You really do not know what to make.
Yes. What is another casual phrase?
We can say, I am clueless. This means you have absolutely no information or understanding.
I am clueless. This sounds very informal.
It is. Only use it in very casual situations. For example, I am clueless about technology. I need help.
Haha, good example. So we use this with friends?
Yes, with friends or in relaxed situations, not in professional settings.
I understand. What about phrases that are between formal and casual?
Good question. We can say, I am uncertain. This is neutral, not too formal, not too casual.
I am uncertain. How do we use this?
For example, I am uncertain about which option to choose. Both seem good.
Good example. Can you give me another one?
Sure. I am uncertain if we should drive or take the train. What do you think?
Perfect. So uncertain shows you are undecided.
Exactly. Can you make a sentence?
Of course. I am uncertain about the weather tomorrow. Maybe it will rain, maybe not.
Excellent. You are expressing doubt about the weather.
Yes. What other phrases can we use?
We can say, I am not positive. This means you are not completely sure.
I am not positive. So there is some doubt?
Exactly. For example, I am not positive, but I think the store closes at 6 p.m.
I see. So you think you know, but you are not completely sure.
Exactly right. Can you make a sentence?
Sure. I am not positive, but I believe she lives on Oak Street.
Perfect. You have an idea, but you are not certain.
Yes. Are there short phrases we can use?
Yes, we can say maybe or perhaps. These are one-word responses that show uncertainty.
Maybe and perhaps. These are very common, right?
Very common. We use them all the time. For example, if someone asks, will it snow tomorrow? You can answer, maybe.
That is easy. What is the difference between maybe and perhaps?
Perhaps sounds a bit more formal than maybe, but they mean the same thing.
I see. Can you give examples of both?
Sure. Maybe I will go to the party. I haven't decided yet.
And for perhaps?
Perhaps we should call before we visit. They might be busy.
Great. So perhaps sounds a little more polite.
Yes, slightly, but both are fine to use.
Good to know. What other short phrases are there?
We can say possibly or probably not. These show different levels of uncertainty.
Possibly and probably not. What is the difference?
Possibly means it might happen, maybe 50-50. Probably not means it is unlikely, maybe 20-80.
I understand. Can you give examples?
Sure. If someone asks, will you finish today? You can say, possibly, if I work fast.
And for probably not?
If someone asks, will the bus be on time? You can say, probably not. It is usually late.
Good examples. These show different levels of certainty.
Exactly. What about when we really have no information at all, Paul?
What do we say then?
We can say, I have no clue, or I do not have the faintest idea. These are informal.
I have no clue, and I do not have the faintest idea. These sound very informal.
They are. You use them with friends. For example, I have no clue where he went. He just disappeared.
Haha, good example. Can you use the other phrase?
Sure. I do not have the faintest idea what this word means. I need a dictionary.
Perfect. So these are for when we really do not know anything?
Exactly. They emphasize complete lack of knowledge.
I see. What about more polite phrases for professional situations?
Good question. We can say, I would need to check, or I would need to verify that.
I would need to check. This sounds professional.
It is. You are saying you don't know right now, but you can find out. For example, I would need to check the schedule and get back to you.
Excellent. This is useful for work situations.
Very useful. Can you make a sentence with verify?
Sure. I would need to verify those numbers before I can give you an answer.
Perfect. Very professional.
Yes. What other professional phrases can we use?
We can say, I am not in a position to say, or that is beyond my knowledge.
I am not in a position to say. What does this mean?
It means you don't have the authority or information to answer. For example, I am not in a position to say what the company will decide. You should ask the director.
I see. So it is polite and professional.
Yes, and that is beyond my knowledge means it is outside your area of expertise.
Can you give an example?
Sure. That is beyond my knowledge. You should consult a specialist.
Perfect. These are very useful for work.
They are. Now, what about questions, Paul? How can we ask if someone is unsure?
Good question. How do we ask that?
We can ask, are you sure? This checks if they are certain.
Are you sure? Very simple. What else can we ask?
We can ask, do you know for certain? Or are you positive?
Do you know for certain? And are you positive? So we are checking their confidence?
Exactly. Can you think of when to use these?
Sure. If someone gives me information that seems wrong, I might ask, are you sure about that?
Perfect. You are politely questioning their certainty.
Yes. Emily, can we practice with some examples?
Of course. Let me ask you a question. Paul, what time does the library close?
I am not sure. I think it closes at 6, but I would need to check.
Good. Now let me ask, do you know where the nearest pharmacy is?
I am not certain, but I believe it is on Main Street.
Excellent. One more. Paul, will it rain this weekend?
I have no idea. The weather forecast keeps changing.
Perfect. You are using these phrases very well. Now you ask me some questions, Paul.
Okay. Emily, do you know what we are having for lunch?
I am not sure yet. Maybe sandwiches?
Good. Emily, will the meeting be canceled tomorrow?
I do not know. I have not heard anything about it.
Great. Last question. Emily, can you fix my computer problem?
I am afraid I do not know how to fix that. You should call tech support.
Perfect answers. These phrases are very natural.
They are. Using these phrases helps us communicate honestly when we do not have information.
I agree. It is better to say I do not know than to give wrong information.
Absolutely. Honesty is important in communication.
Yes, can we review all the phrases we learned?
Yes, let us review. The basic phrases are I am not sure, I am not certain, and I do not know.
Right, and the polite formal ones are I am afraid I do not know, I would need to check, and I would need to verify that.
Exactly. And the casual phrases are I have no idea, I am clueless, and I have no clue.
And the neutral ones are I am uncertain and I am not positive.
Perfect. And the short responses are maybe, perhaps, and possibly.
Great summary. I feel confident using these phrases now.
I am glad. These are very practical for daily conversations.
They are. Emily, which phrase do you use most often?
I think I use I am not sure most often. It is honest and simple. What about you, Paul?
I use I do not know quite often. It is direct and clear.
Those are both excellent choices. Being honest about uncertainty is important.
I agree. It is okay to not know everything.
Exactly. Nobody knows everything. The important thing is to be honest.
That is true. Well, Emily, I think we covered this topic very well.
Yes, we did. I hope our listeners learned many useful phrases today.
I am sure they did.
And now they also know how to say when they are not sure.
Exactly. These phrases are so useful in everyday life.
They are. Whether you are at work, at school, or talking with friends, you can use these expressions.
Absolutely. Okay, Emily, I think it is time to finish our conversation.
Already? Time flies when we are learning.
It really does. Okay, before we say goodbye, I have a question for our listeners.
What is your question?
I want to ask them, which phrase from today will you use when you are not sure about something? I am not sure, maybe, or another phrase. Please leave a comment and tell us.
That is a great question. I am curious to know which phrase they find most useful.
Me too. And please, everyone, like and subscribe to English Club for more English learning videos. Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you so much for learning with us today. We truly appreciate you.
Keep practicing these phrases.
And keep improving your English.
See you next time.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Goodbye.